Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's Jamar from Vegas Scents, and in this video I'm going over a clone of Giorgio Armani's Acqua Profondo, and this is going to be from the house of Lattafa. This is Liam Blue Shine. Alright, so definitely stick around for the rest of the video, see what I have to say about this fragrance. If you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, and also anyone watching, do me a favor, go ahead and leave a like and a comment on the video. All right. So in terms of Acqua Profondo, the note breakdown on this one is C notes, aquazone, bergamot, and mandarin. In the top, in the mid, you have rosemary, lavender, cypress, cypress mastic, or lentisque. I don't know what that is. Just reading this according to Fragrantica. And then in the base notes, you've got mineral notes, musk, patchouli, and amber. When I spray this particular fragrance on, and I mean, before I even get to that, let me just go ahead and go over the presentation of this. This is pretty much what the front of the box looks like. All right. So you've got like the name of the fragrance. You got the authenticity sticker on the front there. Nothing on the sides or the top. Down here at the bottom, you do have like the sort of manufacturer date down there. And then on the back, you've got like the ingredients, QR code, stuff like that. All right. And then pretty much when you open this up, bottle sits in there like that. All right. And then that just comes out. All right, and so then in terms of the bottle presentation, got Lattafa on the front here, Liam Blue. Nothing on the back, nothing on the sides. You've got the cap here that just says Lattafa, and then on the bottom you've got the Lattafa logo, and then like the concentration for this. All right, so pretty much when you first spray this particular fragrance on, at least for me, I do get sort of like a kind of aquatic marine sort of fruitiness from this particular fragrance. So you absolutely get a blast of those sort of C notes from this, that sort of, you know, crisp, sharp bergamot. And I would say the mandarin, you get that as well. But the bergamot, I would say, is the main citrus that you get from this particular fragrance when you first spray it on. And like I said, it just kind of, it gives it sort of like a crispness, a sharpness. And it just makes the fragrance smell extremely fresh. Now, in terms of, you know, how close this is to Acqua Profondo, I can't necessarily say, you know, if this is 100% close, 95, or, you know, I haven't smelled Profondo. So I'll be getting a sample of Profondo in to do a, you know, direct side-by-side comparison with this particular fragrance. But I mean, I can definitely say that this has like that sort of Acqua sort of, you know, scent DNA within this particular fragrance. Now, the reason that I purchased this particular fragrance was on fragbar.com, which is where I purchased this fragrance. Initially, they had this listed as a Acqua Profumo clone. So I was really excited to see, you know, if this was a clone of that. And if it was, did it smell more like the sort of, you know, vintage batches of Profumo? So that was the reason that I went ahead and picked this particular fragrance up. I see now that Fragbar has since changed the listing, you know, to show that it's actually a Profondo clone. But I'll have a screenshot on screen to kind of show you all that, you know, they did actually have this listed as a Profumo clone. All right. So definitely, man, this is, in my opinion, it is a really great smelling fragrance. Like I said, I'll have to do another video comparing this one side by side with Profondo. But I mean, this does smell pretty high quality. Like I said, you get sort of like this aquatic, fruity, sort of musky type of feel from this particular fragrance. And then I would say in the mid with like the mixture of the lavender, the rosemary, the cypress, that's what sort of gives this particular fragrance sort of like a kind of fougere type of feel to it. Now, I would say that this fragrance here, Cremo, Saltwater, and Cypress, this, in my opinion, it does smell a little bit more interesting, in my opinion, than what this does. So I would say, if this is extremely close to Profondo, I think that I actually prefer the way that the Cremo smells. The Cremo does smell, in my opinion, a little bit more sort of rugged and masculine, and a little bit more sort of like on that kind of barbershop sort of fougere, but at the same time kind of fresh and aquatic side. Like I said, when I did my video on this one, this to me just smelled like a really super modern sort of, barbershop fougere type of fragrance. So I really do love what they did with this particular fragrance. But you can tell that these two are definitely inspired by, the same sort of scent DNA. Now, when I first spray the Cremo on, I feel like I get a better projection with the Cremo Saltwater and Cypress than what I do with this Lattafa Liam Blue Shine. The Liam Blue Shine is smoother, I can say that for sure. It is smoother, but it does seem to be, at least to me, a little bit softer, just in terms of the scent itself. All right. So I've worn this today. I did go out to the post office, and I've sprayed this on right before I went to the post office to drop a package off. And that was probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes ago or so. I would say in terms of projection, this probably projected for like the first hour to hour and 15 minutes or so. And right now, I mean, I can still smell it on me, but it is a really sort of kind of soft scent bubble, that I'm getting from this. So I'll have to see exactly how long, in terms of longevity you get with this particular fragrance. Also keep in mind, I mean, I've only had this fragrance for about a week or so. So I'll also kind of give this one time to maybe sort of, sit on the shelf and macerate and see if it does any better. The other thing is it has, sort of cooled down here in Las Vegas. It's not like 100+ degrees every day anymore. Like today, it's like in the high 80s. So I may not get an opportunity to necessarily wear this particular fragrance in 100-degree weather, again, this year anyway. But, it should still be pretty warm, I would say, at least for like the next probably 3 to 4 weeks or so before it really starts to cool down out here. So I'll have another video back up, within that particular time period, comparing this to Profondo. But overall, I would say this does have a pretty good smell to it. It does smell pretty high quality. Like I said, I do prefer the way that the Cremo smells, just in terms of this being sort of like a more kind of interesting and more masculine sort of take on the scent DNA. But we'll have to see exactly how accurate this is. And I would say if this is anywhere from about 90 to 95% accurate to Profondo, then this is going to be a really good choice, because I believe I picked this one up for about $50 to $55 or so, and this is a 100 ml bottle. All right, so if you're looking for a Profondo clone, I would say definitely check this one out. Like I said, I'll have a video as soon as possible comparing this to Profondo to let you all know exactly how close it is. But just wanted to get this video out there to you all to let you all know that this one actually exists. All right, so let me know, have you smelled Liam Blue Shine by Lattafa? If so, have you also smelled Profondo, and how close do you think that this comes to Acqua Profondo? All right. So let me know in the comments. Once again, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe. And again, that's Jamar from Vegas Sense. I'll see you on the next video.